Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing good. Today we are going to be talking about cultural beliefs and modern relationship. Imagine that as a man being caught between the two people that you love the most in this world, your wife and your mom. And both are fighting about something. Both have strong opinions about something as trivial as cooking habits. When one is claiming tradition, the other one is fighting for personal comfort. Today's story highlights the tension between cultural belief and modern relationships. How do you navigate when you find yourself stuck in the middle? My name is Michelle. Thank you once more for being here today. My guest and I are going to be going through these explosive stories with the hope to hopefully help you and ourselves leave the table with a little bit more, a little bit of insight and clarity to navigate this traditional and social conflict and clashes that we all encounter in our family daily. All right. So today I have one person in the studio already. I'm going to welcome her. Welcome, CB. Can you hear me?
Hi, ma'am. Good evening from Nigeria.
Good
How are you doing
evening.
today? Yes,
I am. Yes, I'm doing good. Happy Sunday. How are you?
I'm doing great. Happy Sunday to you too.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Yeah. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
share and I hope
it's a very interesting topic.
yes. So I hope some of the hosts and guests is gonna be joining in a moment right after this video.
Imagine a
Don't
world
go.
where borders are no barriers to love. Welcome to African Abroad Date, a platform for Africans living in the US, Canada, Europe, Australia, and beyond seeking meaningful connections. We've been in the business of love for over 5 years, helping millions find their match. We offer a community where you can search for potential partners based on location, profession, and more. Our profiles are verified, and we provide options to maintain your privacy. Our mission: to help you find lasting love no matter where you are. Sign up today at www.africanabroaddate.com. Bid loneliness goodbye. Let love cross borders, because with African Abroad Date, you're never alone.
With African Abroad Date, you are never alone. So we have some comments over here. We have Mr. Luke in the comment. He said, "Good evening." We have Comfort. Good evening, Comfort. Thank you so much for being here. We have Mercy Kendra in the comments. Happy Sunday to everyone. Yes, today is a very interesting topic. Um, the story is from a guy. He's married and is caught between his mom and his wife, and he just doesn't know where to turn. So hopefully, at the end of today, we'll be able to bring more answers because I'm pretty sure we all have in-laws. We talked about in-laws here, I believe, like 2 weeks ago, and we all encounter issues at some point of our marriage or long-term relationship. How do we navigate when you find yourself stuck between mom saying one thing and your wife saying something? Who do you vote for? How do you find that balance? How do you reestablish peace? This is what we are talking about today. Uncle Beno is in the house. Hello, Uncle Beno. Happy Sunday to you, sir. So, without any further ado, we are going to listen to the story.
To explode. My mother came to spend few weeks at my house, and since her arrival I have noticed a cold war between her and my wife. We have been married for 3 years. The other day I came back home to a big fight. Apparently it all started when my mother poured all the food that my wife had prepared into the garbage and decided to cook for me. I asked my mother why she did it. She replied that she had noticed that my wife always wears short dresses without underwear underneath while making food. She proceeded to explain that in our culture, preparing a man's food without underwear weakens him and brings him bad luck, and that she had mentioned this several times to my wife to no avail. Hence the decision to dispose of the food while my wife was asleep. I asked my wife why she prepares food without at least putting on shorts. She said, she does that because it's too hot. It allows her to breathe a little, and that she is used to staying home without. but my mother is insisting that this behavior is wrong. I don't know what to think or what to do in this situation. I love my wife and my mom, and just need peace in my home. What do I do, please?
All right. So this is the story. Mom came to visit and he noticed that it was cold. There was like a cold war going on between the two. He didn't know what was going on, but came back home one night to see a big fight, to witness a big fight. The wife is angry that the mom poured the food that she had cooked away. And the mom said that I want her to stop wearing those short skirts, going to the kitchen with no underwear, because it brings you bad luck, you the husband. That's why today I decided to take the matter into my own hands, to dump the food and then to cook something for you. Now the man is like, okay. And the wife says she does that because she's hot. She feels hot and she wants to be comfortable in her house. How do you navigate this? So I'm going to start with you because you're here already, Miss CB. What are your impressions? Can you hear me?
Because I'm talking. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. This is good evening everyone. This is a very sensitive issue. It's obvious that there are no boundaries here, and there's nothing like mutual respect between daughter and daughter-in-law and mother-in-law. There's no mutual respect. I think the mother-in-law doesn't like her. I'm just going to say this because
Hi,
if you
AC.
like
Thank you for
her,
being here. Please come in the studio.
I actually
All right, sorry. Go ahead. Miss Elise is here as well.
Good
yeah.
afternoon, ladies.
So
Good afternoon.
hi, Miss Elise.
Good dear.
Yeah, okay. So what I was trying to say is the mother-in-law doesn't like her. Let's say, for example, now this is your culture and your belief. That used to be your philosophy. Why don't uh, did she try sitting her down and talking to her that, okay, hey, we don't do this here? And then another thing that that is funny to me is the guy in question saying that he's not aware of this practice or belief, this culture of a woman not, you know, going to the kitchen nude and all of that. I don't want to go into details because I believe everybody understands what I'm saying. So is the
Yes.
guy saying that he's not aware? Because I
It's
don't
saying that it's not
understand
aware.
why.
Sometimes, especially if you grow up in a culture where it wasn't like allowed in the kitchen, sometimes he doesn't know and he doesn't care and never really took the time to understand those things. Now he's surprised that the mom is telling him that in our culture, women don't do that.
Okay, like I said, she should have educated her daughter-in-law. Look, there are actually ways you can talk to people, even if they don't want to do something, they'll just do it because of your in-law was
You
wrong. She crossed the line, throwing the food away. She shouldn't have done that. That was extreme. Cooking is not easy. That lady spent maybe hours making that food for her husband with love, and then the mother-in-law, what? You just come and you throw the food away. Oh,
What did
please.
I
I
what did
want
I
to
miss? What did I miss? It looks spicy.
the story is really short, Elise. You want to hear it? It's like
Yes, ma'am.
let's hear it. Let's hear the story.
Explode. My
Okay.
mother came to spend few weeks at my house, and since her arrival, I have noticed a cold war between her and my wife. We have been married for 3 years. The other day, I came back home to a big fight. Apparently, it all started when my mother poured all the food that my wife had prepared into the garbage and decided to cook for me. I asked my mother why she did it. She replied that she had noticed that my wife always wears short dresses without underwear underneath while making food. She proceeded to explain that in our culture, preparing a man's food without underwear weakens him and brings him bad luck, and that she had mentioned this several times to my wife to no avail. Hence the decision to dispose of the food while my wife was asleep. I asked my wife why she prepares food without at least putting on shorts. She said, she does that because it's too hot. It allows her to breathe a little, and that she is used to staying home without. But my mother is insisting that this behavior is wrong. I don't know what to think or what to do in this situation. I love my wife and my mom, and just need peace in my home. What do I do, please?
All right, Elise, you got it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So he is caught
Okay.
between mom and wife.
And wife. Yeah, so what
And
I'm saying is the mother-in-law should have sat her down and educate her about their cultures, and beliefs. She should have done that because let's be honest, modern day wives now, we go into the say we, I'm not even married. They go into the kitchen with bomb shorts and tiny spaghetti tops just to look sexy, while preparing the food. And to make it spicy, I mean, when your husband comes home and he sees that sexy figure making his food, man, he's going to be very interested in whatever it is you're making. And again, it's to spice up romance and all of that. So, Mama doesn't understand. I kind of think that all of that is archaic. I'm not trying to disrespect their beliefs or anything, but I would have, it would have been better if she had sat her daughter-in-law down and educate her. Okay, we don't do this here, or she can just, stylishly put a wrapper, around her waist and say, you know what, cover up. I'm not comfortable with this. Instead of pouring all the food away as if what the lady made was garbage. That wasn't nice. Mama did not do it. Mama crossed the line. She did not do it. And as for the guy saying that he's confused, please, sir, you are not confused. You are not confused. Set your heart deep down in your heart. You know you're not confused. The first thing to do is to call your mother and your wife, sit them down, and talk to them. Tell them how much you love them both and how much you would want them to get along. That's what you're supposed to do. There should be compromise. You guys can find a common ground. You can meet in the middle. Okay, fine. When mama is around, I'm just. He can even call his wife aside and say, okay, you know what? When my mom is around, he's just tied the wrapper. Okay, just cover up when mama leaves. This is one of the reasons, Coach Michelle, I said I don't do family house, and I do not subscribe to mother-in-laws or any family members coming to live with me in my house, because if mama is visiting for 1 week, she can manage. But if mama is staying forever, there's a big problem. So the mom is wrong. And I on my live stream, I told one guy, I said, if you cannot sit your mother or your father down and tell them that they hurt you, then there's something really wrong with your relationship with your parents. There's something really wrong. Like me now, if my mom does something that I don't like, I'm like, mom, come on, I don't, what you did really hurts me. My mom will apologize. Same thing, my dad. So I have a very good relationship with my parents. So I don't get it when people say, oh, especially men, that thing annoys me. When they say, oh, it's my mother, I don't know, what do you want me to do? Hello, you are
yeah.
supposed to talk to your mother and
Yeah, so
educate her.
someone
This is
is
my
mentioning
house.
something. Sorry, CB. Someone is mentioning that yes, the mom want the wife several times, and also I'm gonna say that, like you said, she should have sat the daughter-in-law and tell her these things beforehand. What I'm gonna say that common sense is not that common. Sometimes you feel like it's just common sense to know that someone is in your house, you have to cover up, but it's not that common, and this is what is happening now.
No,
So
Michelle, I'm not okay with that statement. I'm not okay with that statement. You
I'm just
cannot
saying
talk from the
the reason
you,
why the mom didn't
Ma,
tell her beforehand. Maybe the mom didn't
the
even know it
mom,
was gonna be
the,
a thing.
my sister, the mom have no business to come and tell you how to rule your house. She had enough time to manage her husband's house, and if she
I
did not have a
second that.
home, it's none of our business. We don't care how she feel about how I dress, as long as my husband is okay with it. See, people should mind their business. There is a lane between son and mother.
But she
One,
says bringing her son bad luck.
it,
Shouldn't she be
I,
concerned?
I
she should not worry. She should not
okay.
worry. She should not worry.
I wasn't done anyway.
Okay.
I was going.
Continue.
All
Okay,
right, CB, go
just
ahead
hold
and
on.
finish. Sorry, dear. Go ahead.
Okay, I understand that this topic is very sensitive. I am not okay with I'm okay. Let me put it this way. I can compromise because I know that from experience living with my parents, I know I've seen a lot of compromise. My mom compromising, my dad also, and da 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 da. Yeah. So I'm okay with compromise, but I'm not okay with my mother-in-law telling me how to dress in my kitchen or in my house. Like I said, I'm okay with compromise, which means I might wear something a little bit longer, cover up a little bit, but not maybe to the extent, those days they can wear long skirts, big blouses, and they're in the kitchen. It's very uncomfortable. If for someone like me now, I get hot easily. Like, I mean, I'm always sweating. So yes, my body does
So
not like heat.
you can relate to that woman.
Yes, I can relate to that. I don't like,
Yeah.
being too dressed up when I'm in the kitchen, too covered up when I'm in the kitchen. It's stressful. The kitchen is hot. So all of that is not it's not so nice. But if I were the lady, okay, I know we're not giving advice now, but if I were her, I would just cover up a little bit. And if mama is not okay with it, then I will take it up with my husband. You need to talk to your mother. I don't like to hear it when a man says, you know what, is my mom. Just no, talk to your mother. Because if reverse was the case and you weren't comfortable with something my mom is doing, I will talk to my mother. I'll say, hey mom, my husband is not comfortable with what you're doing. He doesn't like it. That's my house. That's our house. My house and my husband's house. She has lived her life. So boundaries, I'm big on boundaries. I'm big on respect. Please respect my home, respect my privacy, respect my marriage. You can come with your advice, but at the end of the day, it's left for me to take it or leave it, because I'm an adult. If your son chose me, that means he trusts that I'm his soulmate, and he trusts that I will make the right decision for our marriage. What if that's what turns him on? What if my husband was having a bad day and seeing me in that sexy lingerie is turning him on, and then you are now telling me to cover up? What if just the sight of me like that makes him say, oh my god, my stress has melted off a little bit? And I hug him that way. Mama, don't come and spoil things. Oh, this is 2024, Biko. Let me just let me pause here so that other people can.
All
Yeah,
right.
fine.
Yeah. Now, at least go for it.
I always say background check. When you fail to do background check, you'll be speaking in tongues for the rest of your life for nothing.
Oh.
The lady, before you marry a man, his status, his job is not enough. Go and check what are their traditions. And once you know the traditions, you write the ones you don't like, you write them down and sit him down and say, baby, I found out something. Oh. So in your place, you do this. Are you sure you follow this? He'll say, yes, it's like that in my place. I said, baby, I cannot do them. Oh. He said, you cannot do them, means we cannot be together. Bam. That's where I was coming up. This engagement is off. See, don't think that you will compromise. You will compromise and kill yourself. You wound yourself. Oh. This life is for the living. Know what you can take and what you cannot take. That's why you have to do your own personal researches.
Miss Elise, I'm sorry, can I come in a little bit, please?
You're cutting me now. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. Actually, I wanted to ask you. When I say compromise, I don't mean to the
No, no,
extent
I'm not
where
talking. I'm not talking about you. It's just a statement. No,
okay,
it's just
yes,
now.
I know, no. I understand where you're coming from. I just wanted to quickly say that I don't think everything will be fine if you always don't want to compromise. I will compromise as long as she's not living in my house. When she leaves, then I go back to my normal thing. But then again, there's something wrong with that, because that means I have to pretend when she's around. I can't be myself.
No, 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 no. I'm not
Oh,
talking about you. Jay, don't worry. I'm coming. That's why I say let me
okay,
talk. It's
okay.
not about what you
Let
said.
me pause.
Yeah,
This is
forget
very
about what you
sensitive and
said. Yeah, it's not about you. It's my statement I'm making. What I'm saying is that even a man, before you marry a woman, ask yourself, what do they do there? What she tells you is one thing. Finding out on your own. If you have to pay a private investigator and say this family, oh, go and study their compound. They don't and do. Come and tell me. Pay money. It will save you 10 years, 20 years of stress and divorce. I say what? Pay money if you have to have the information you need, because this is your life. You're about to bring little humans that will face what you failed to do. This lady did not do her homework. The guy himself is a useless guy, because a man that does not know where he's coming from, his tradition, is a lost man. He's lost, but found now by his mom. He was lost, so mama don't find him come. Mama has brought trouble. So he's lost, but he was found. They will find you. That's why you have to do your proper job. Eh? Had I know it's not an excuse. The boy did not do his job. The girlfriend, the wife, she did not do the job. The mother, you cannot marry somebody's son without having an intimate talk with the mother of the boy. Means you're not ready for marriage. Oh. You are not ready. You see that mama where she sit down there. Now she be the ogwa quarter of that family. You don't cross a mother. You can cross a father. Oh. You cannot cross a mother. She will look at you and say, look at this one. When my time reach, I will deal with you. If she does not deal with you physically, she will deal with you spiritually. Don't play with mother-in-laws. If you have a mother-in-law to be that is still alive, find time, buy wrapper, buy oil, buy small gold earring, where small, get small cash, go and give her. So, mama, hey, I just came to greet you. How you do? You give it to her. She know this girl is a wise girl. You see, mama, see, you know I love your son. Mama, please tell me about tradition. What do women do when they're married? What is expected of them? What is not expected of them? Mama, tell me, because I don't want to just enter. Then one chance, Mama. I don't want to make a mistake. Tell me. You see those gifts you brought? She'll tell you, don't worry, I'll get back to you. She'll see if she's nice enough, she likes you. She say, okay, come. She'll take you behind and tell you, we do this, we do that, we do that. She'll be releasing them little by little to you before you marry. But she will tell you. But if she doesn't like you, she said, let me think about it. Don't worry, don't worry. But you will know. You know us women, we know. We know when we know. So you doing that, you have saved yourself. And she will know that you are a wife that want to come and stay. Not a wife that is traveling. Travel has an end. You want to come and stay. So once you know it, my sister, go and sit down in your prayer room and ask God, God, you see this one? I cannot do it. He didn't do. Give me the grace to kill this love. Because this one not be love, not die. Now remedy after that, I want to enter. I know they die. You will sit down and pray and tell God, give me the grace to unlove, because love is a decision. I say love is a decision, it's not a feeling. Forget about it. It's a decision, because there's a way this man will hurt you. They'll make you vex. You'll be like, where I picked this man from? But because you've decided to love them, you'll be like, okay, I'll be patient to see them change. I'll be patient to correct them with love and small gra inside. That's how marriage is. You have to have both of them, gra and love, hot and spicy. But you say, God, help me to unlove this person. You unlove them and move on. Now that all of us, we have made mistake, we are in it. Marriage become a war. Just make sure the man you are married to loves you. Because if a man loves his mother more than you, are not married though. You're not married. Your days are numbered. Numbered by the mother. The day she says it's over, it's over. But a man that loves you will say, Mama, you know what? No, your lane, no. You see this woman, she's me. Me and her, we are one. You cannot come here and destroy my life, because she's my life. The Bible says two shall become one. Mama, whatever she's doing, I like it. If you love me, love her. Mbam, no choice. But Mama, if you don't love her, wait for me in your house, because this house is for me and her. The first mistake I heard from the video, my mom came to my house. You see, immature men. My mom came to visit me. My mom came to my house. You didn't hear him say, mommy came to visit us. That was the first mistake. You know a selfish man and a man that is not married by the way he speaks. My mom came to my mom, because when we marry, your mom becomes our mom. Our mother, but really my mom, but it's our mother. She came to visit us. That's a man that is keeping home. My mom came to visit me, and my wife cook. My brother, from that phrase, we already have problems. Now, all of you do not do the homework. The mistake is already here. Once the mama tell the girl, "Hey, my daughter, those your these things are not good," though. She say, "Mama, that's how John likes it. He likes it hot and spicy." As a mother, she should know her boundaries. She should go and tell her son that, "Hey, my son, I tried to correct our girl, oh, she don't want." He will tell Mama, "Mama, leave it, oh. This my wife. That's how she is. Don't worry. She has been cooking like this and I've been successful. Those your traditions work for you. Me, I'm a Christian. All things have passed away. Tradition don't attend me. Does not for because a woman cook naked. If she won't even let her cook all naked because she did not just wear underwear. She can be naked and cook. I will eat. It's purified by the blood of Jesus. She's my wife. I will eat. Nothing will happen to me. Mama, please, those your belief. You know what? Keep it them in the village. In my family, we don't follow such evil beliefs. We cover the food by the blood of Jesus, we eat and we are fine. Okay? Don't worry. He has solved the problem once and for all. If the mama is so angry, she'll carry her back and go. If she's not angry, she'll be watching a sexy girl cooking for her sexy husband and living the sexy marriage. Now, for the mother, the woman has cooked. She's even tired of cooking. The cooking was too long. Until woman will cook and sleep. When she go and sleep, the mother will carry the food and throw away. If it's me, it cannot even happen to me. I'm just advising that girl. When you wake up, you sit down that mama and tell mama that, "Mama, let it be the first and the last time I cook, you throw. This is not your house. This is me and my husband's house. When you were in your home as a married woman, I did not come to disturb you. Did anybody come to throw away your pot? No. I'm not from your village. If you wanted your son to marry a woman from your village, you would have chosen a woman that knows your tradition and everything. But those traditions, don't settle for them. I will not change for them. I will not live my life for you. My parents have traditions, and I have to respect them. And these are the traditions my parents brought me to, and the tradition I choose to do for me and my husband. It's working for me and my husband. You train your son, and you don't even remember what you trained him for. They train me. Me and him now, we have created a new kingdom that is both of us. That neither you or my parents have a say on it. We create what we want to for both of us, for our happiness. So, Mama, with due respect, don't try me in this house. Okay? Know your boundaries. If you're not happy, go and meet your husband. If you're here, you will be under my authority because I'm the madam of this house. Okay, Mama? So, henceforth, I've forgiven you. Don't try it again. When the husband come, she'll tell the husband, "Baby, warn your mother. That's enough." And the mother will sit on her own. Now, if the son loves his mom too much, yes, I don't know what to do. Immature man. You've seen a problem, you don't know how to do because it's your mother. You will find a solution.
I think this is a peaceful man, Miss Elise. I don't think
He's
it's
not peaceful. He's not
He's a
peaceful. He's not
peaceful
peaceful.
man. He doesn't
He's
like
not. He's
whatever.
not peaceful. He
Let,
said he's an hypocrite. He's not
let's hear,
peaceful.
let's hear from Luke. Luke hasn't said a word yet, and Mr. Beno is here as well. Let's hear from the guys. Luke, do you want to go? You want to say something? Welcome, Mr. Beno.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I was just listening to Miss Elise and she was preaching. I was feeling sleepy when she was preaching. Okay, the guy said he loves both the wife and the mom. To me, that's a lie. You cannot love two people at the same time. Your love has to be in one place. Either he loves the mom more or he loves the wife more. So I feel the mother-in-law did wrong throwing her food away. It's not right. If you have told the girl before that she should be wearing underwear, those stuff, while cooking, and she did not listen to you, it's not your house. You talk to your son, and if your son did do anything, leave it like that. We know his culture and tradition. Your son is the one that owns the house, not the mother. The mother has her own house. She came to meet her son, as what Miss Ellie said. That was a mistake. She came to meet her son, not meet us. So the mother did wrong. Let the wife do what she wants to do if the man is not saying anything. I feel the man has been successful when she was cooking like that for the man. So the mother-in-law should not come now and start throwing food away. He's not at home. Thank you. You are muted. You are muted.
You muted, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you so much, Luke. Mr. Benorio, welcome. Uncle Beno.
Was
Uncle
Ben
Beno,
real?
I think he's busy. Thank you so much, brother Luke. I like
Oh,
that.
sorry.
Thank you so much.
I was muted.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. I have a show coming, so
Yes,
I
sir.
just let me quickly chip in. When I hear Ellis going off, and off. Okay. Okay, let's be frank. At least I'm gonna address your point. I want you to relax and at least hear me out. In the first place, I think Mama did too much. She go way beyond her boundary. But at the same time, listening to Ellis and what Ellis is suggesting she was gonna do if Mama tried that thing with her. Ellis, I'm gonna be frank with you. You may not like this, but I'll tell you straight off. If you are my wife and my mom say or acted anyhow and end up she throw away your food, and the next thing in anger, all you have to do is go there and speak to her like you just described. I'm sorry to say that will be the end of our marriage. Okay. As an African man, as a man who loves his mom and respect his mom, and at the same time respect his wife, love his wife, if you talk to my mom anyhow like that, frankly speaking, that's the end of the marriage. The marriage is gone. Now, let's look at a scenario whereby we can both make sense. And for those who might be experiencing stuff like this, let's look at how they can work with it. I did like, thank God Simbi is here. We covered this issue of mother-in-law on my channel, Uncle Beno, and we discussed a lot about it. You see, a lot of women and men, when they are marrying these days, they don't consider the aspect of in-laws, what in-laws can bring into the marriage. Why some in-laws will bring peace into the marriage, some will bring disaster, complete disaster. And when you're married to someone, even though we know that as Christians, based on what we are learning from relationship experts these days, as well as matured couples, knowing that when you're married, the marriage is between you and your wife, and the two shall become one. However, you guys should also have it at the back of your mind that you did not fall from heaven. Somebody gave birth to you. As a man, someone gave birth to you. And as a woman, someone gave birth to you. So, one thing I tell people whenever they have situations like this, I would say before you decide how you're going to handle a matter, especially when it comes to in laws, flip the situation around. Flip it around. So, let me flip this on you guys now. Simbi and Ellis, you are both ladies and you are here. If the person in that house, the person that threw away the soup, is your own mom, is your own mom. Your mom is the one that is saying, hey, you cannot cook for your husband like this. You are not dressing well. It's a taboo. You can't do this. And then you went to sleep, by before you wake up, your mommy has thrown away your soup. Can you tell me how you're going to address that? Will you
The,
go just like
the same
Ellie?
way. The same way.
Okay, Ellis, just wait. Let's be frank. This is public platform. you are a married woman, and from the way you talk, to be honest, I like you. You are like my sister, but from the way you talk, I have the feeling you have not lived around a mother-in-law before. You are just going off on what I will do if it happened to me. Let me be honest with you, my dear. It's okay to say this is how I'm gonna act. If my mother-in-law do this, I will do this. When the reality hits, when you are actually faced with the situation, then you will know it's go ways beyond that. It's mothers we're talking about here.
Dr.
So
Ben, can I say something just very quickly?
no,
You
let me
know,
just finish.
okay, go
Then
ahead.
you can come in.
Yeah, what I wanted to come in. Okay, you wanted to finish?
Okay, go ahead. No, if you want to
Okay.
say something,
Okay.
say
What I want to say is that, when they say fake life, that's what African people live. Hypocrisy, that's the
are you living a
national.
fake life?
Wait. Let me explain what I'm saying. What I'm
Wait
saying.
now, because you generalize when you
Let
say
me
that is
let
not
me explain. That's
that's
what I say.
not
Let me
true.
come in. Let me
Are
come
you
in.
living a fake
Well,
life?
let me come in. Let me. One phrase is not one word. Is not a. It's not a. It's not a statement. Let me say this. You know what kills African marriages? Is fake life and hypocrisy. Uncle Ben, let's say you're my husband. Your mother is my mother. My mother is your mother once we are married. If
Mhm.
your mother who is my mother now, because normally the wife goes to the family of the husband, it becomes her family now, right? Because she detached from her own family, from her original family. If your wife cannot sit with your mother and tell your mother, which is her mother-in-law, Mama, today you did this, but I was not happy. Please do better next time because I'm your daughter. This really offended me, but I will not take it. I don't like it.
Elise,
Wait,
Elise,
let me come. Let
stop
me
right
come.
there, Elise.
Wait, let me
No,
come.
no, 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 no. Elise,
Okay,
stop right there.
let me come.
No,
We
no,
have
no, no, no,
wait,
no,
one
no.
second. Uncle Ben, you say I should come in, right? We don't have to agree, but we should just have to communicate. That's the point of the debate. The problem is that you all African people, most of you are fake, 90%. Okay, let's say an instance. Your wife doesn't have the right to talk to her mother that she will live with for the rest of her life. Let's say a girl that is 21 years or 25 years, she gets married. But according to the tradition, she can't talk heart to heart with her mother-in-law because she has to fake it and take it in because of a mother-in-law. My friend, you're not married, you're in bondage. You have to be able, that's why I say open communication. You African people, when I say you're fake, it's just like sister, what's her name up there? Sister CB said, if you have a parent and you cannot tell them that have offended you, you don't have a parent. There's a problem with your communication. I should be able to tell my mother-in-law, Mama, I'm your daughter. What you have done today, I highly disagree with that. You have to respect my marriage, me and my husband. This is our home. It's not your home. Please do better.
Elise,
I will do the same for my mother. Then, if you all don't have that notice or that habit, then we have a problem and we should fix it. Because you are living fake life. That's what
Uh,
I call hypocrisy.
Guys, can I come in now? I'm thinking that the reason why it came home to a heated argument was probably because the wife was telling the mom these things that you're saying. Now that the matter is at hand, the guy wants peace in his house. Because telling the mom that what you did is wrong, I'm pretty sure that's what the daughter-in-law was saying to the mom when the man returned from work. And the mom was trying to say that she is right. And he just wants peace. How do we bring peace in this situation? Mr. Benoril, I think you were not done.
yeah, I just wanted to hear Elise
Okay.
point. Oh, true. Seriously, the way Elise sound, I would tell you right now, as a man who's been married for a very long time, anybody listening to this as a woman, don't try that approach. Your marriage will explode right in front of your face so fast. Unless you are the one who is the head of the family. Your husband is just a boy. Unless you are the woman who makes a lot of money and you control shit in your home. If you are married to an African man, I'm telling you right now, this is public platform. Anybody can take me on this. If you approach your mother-in-law the way Elise just put it right now, if your husband take that approach lying down, that husband is a simp, is a mumu, is not a husband, is not a real man. Okay? So why am I against that? If you can go and watch those videos that I have on the channel there. If you have a mother-in-law situation in your home, whatever your mother-in-law does, whatever she do, never ever confront her. The best thing you can do, because I know we are all humans, you will be so angry. The best thing you can do, unleash that anger on your husband. Everything, all the pains, all the crap you don't want to take, just find somewhere where you and your husband can talk. Go off on your husband like tomorrow no day. But don't do that to your mother-in-law. Because if you still value that marriage, if you still want to be in that marriage, some mother-in-law, in fact, once you talk to your mother-in-law like that, you have already opened a Pandora's box. Your husband is not the only one your mother-in-law gives birth to. Your husband has sister, he has brother, he has everybody. The moment you speak to mama like that, can you still hear me, Michelle?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
The moment you speak
Yes,
to mama
Uncle
like
Ben.
that, mama is getting on the phone. He's calling your husband's sister. He's calling your husband brother. He's calling everybody. Hey, this guy had done this. Oh, now mama wronged you. Oh. Now mama come into your house. Oh, I don't know if you guys are getting me. Oh, mama
The
is the one
table will
that
be
came
turned.
kitchen or everything. Oh, mama is the one that is causing all the trouble in the home. Oh, you are just being a wife doing your job. Oh, and because mama speak to you, if you approach it the way Ellie said, I'm telling you 100% to your marriage is, in fact, even me with my level of understanding, tolerance, and everything, if a woman use this approach Ellie's just described now, with my mom, she's wrong. I know she's wrong, oh, but how dare you? Because you know why? This is turn by turn. You get mama, I get mama. We go born pikin. We will do something. Your mom will come around too as a wife. And when your mom comes around, your mom might also be another person who has strong character. Maybe you and I were having conversation in our room. Something is not going well. Mama heard of it. Your own mom. Now imagine your mom coming to me and say, hey, that thing you are doing with my daughter, don't you dare try it again. No. What kind of nonsense is that? Don't you dare try it. Oh. She's my daughter. I give back to her. You cannot marry her and treat her like this and treat her like that. Now, imagine me using the same approach Ellie's described now. I now say, Mama, you are our mother. You are not supposed to talk to me like this. Let this be the first and the last time you talk to me like this, Mama. Which kind of thing be this? This is my home. You cannot come to my home and talk to me. Be honest. As a woman, if your husband go off on your mom like that, how
I
would
won't
you
take it.
feel?
Oh, I
So
won't
let's
take
be
it.
candid here. We shouldn't use all this modernization, all this approach that, oh, it's my house. You will just lose your marriage just like that. The only way that approach work is, as a woman, you are the breadwinner. Now you get the money pass. You
It's,
control yourself. That
you
is
know,
one. Or
Uncle Ben.
two. Also, let me finish. Let me finish. Or two, you are a very strong-willed woman. You get your own wahala for body, and then your husband is a very calm gentleman to the core. That's how you can get away with that. But if you are involved with a man that has almost the same energy as you will just say, that mama go scatter on her marriage, she go carry her bag, she go. You will now look back and say, oh, I wish I had approached this issue differently. Everybody, please finish. Everybody you're gonna tell after your marriage have now imploded. Everybody, you will tell that, see what Mama did. Mama said I shouldn't wear my miniskirt to cook for my husband. Mama threw away my soup. And I told Mama, Mama, don't do this. Mama, they will tell you, Mama is wrong, but you do too much. And you will be shocked. I'm just telling you guys as an uncle. So for my last word, this is what I think is the best way to approach this issue. When we did the mother-in-law, types of mother-in-law, everything, I said in that video that, look, first and foremost, you need to know what category do your mother-in-law belongs to. Because that will help you understand your mother-in-law better. And then that will now give you the options you need to approach her. Now, this mother-in-law we're talking about here now, she sounds like a very controlling mother-in-law. Very, very controlling mother-in-law. She sounds like a monster mother-in-law. If you go and watch the video, you'll see all this there. A monster mother-in-law is the type that we have the audacity to carry in daughter-in-law soup to say, I'm dumping this soup because when you cook it, you are half naked. And controlling mother-in-law, monster mother-in-law, they don't respect boundaries. They come into your space, they want to take over. So please, what I advise people is, whenever you have issues with your mother-in-law, it doesn't matter whether you are the husband or the wife, anybody at all. If you're having issue with your mother-in-law, don't disrespect that mother-in-law. Because no matter what you do, no matter what you say out of anger, after the mama has gone, the thing no go come up for your partner mind. It will be there like, you disrespected me. We as Africans, we respect our parents a lot. And we expect people to accord the same kind of respect we give to our parents, that they should give it to our parents too. But in these days, people are just in this circle down whereby they just feel like, oh, I marry you, I don't have business with your people and all that. And it's not right. So my advice is, if you are in this situation, your mother-in-law throw away your soup, she do whatever, go off for your husband, continue to tell your husband what you're going to do, start acting up with your husband. Show your husband the displeasure. Your husband is the one to go and talk to his mom. Some dumb husband won't even see it. Some will even be defending their mom. Hey, you did something. Is she not old enough to be your mother? Can't you listen to what? No, it's wrong. But show your frustration on your husband or your wife. Let them know that, hey, I'm not taking this. If you love me, and you know this is a marriage, we are supposed to be together, you want it to last, go talk to your mom or do something about it. And like my final advice to people is, whatever decision you're going to take, when it comes to the in-laws, you got to be together on it. It has to be a unanimous decision. Okay, if you feel like, no, with what mama has just done, mama got to go. You and your husband must both agree that mama must go. And your husband will be the one to make the move. For your own good, your husband should be the one to make sure mama leaves the house. That way, mama will only go and tell her family, hey, the wife don't be wish and will pursue me for house. Then your husband can come back and face his own family and say, no, this is what my mama did when mama come around. But when you say, oh, I'm a modern woman, I'm a Christian woman, I got this together, I'm going to handle it, your marriage will break because your husband will live with the consequences of whatever you did to his mom. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Ellis.
Thank
And thank
you,
you,
Mr.
everybody.
Benoriel.
I wanted to
Thank
come up
you.
on what Michelle.
Yes, go
Can
ahead.
I say something? Yeah, I wanted to
Yes.
say something. You know, this is the what Uncle Beno said. Now is the reason why many women die in marriages. This is statement right now is the reason why many African women
I
die.
mean, I think Mr. Benoriel is saying that instead of the wife addressing the mom directly, she should go through the husband.
No. Wait a minute.
Okay.
There have been an address of the issue. He said the mother met the woman several times and told her, right? So
Yes.
there have been a mediation. The man is aware of the situation in the house, but he's
No,
not trying to find a solution because the mother told the woman, you know, from the audio, the woman has been warning the daughter-in-law that they don't do it in their place until now she react by throwing away the food, right? What did they when the mother sorry, mama, sorry. When the mother warned the woman for the first time, obviously, relationship between son and mother, he was aware. He was aware the second time. He was aware the third time. He refused to fix a problem. That's why I advise women, don't marry mama boys. Don't marry them. I know the mistake in the communication is that there are people in certain family who keeps empowering evil doings, and it becomes normal. It's normal for a mother-in-law to come in a house and display any kind of nonsense character, and even up to beating up some daughters-in-laws in her own house, in her own matrimonial home. And the son will say, if she beats you, did she know your mother? Can she correct you? Can she do this? And the mother-in-law will still call other people and say, the wife did this, and they know she's wrong. Nobody tells her, mama, stop the witchcraft. You've lived your life. Leave this girl alone. We are so hypocritical that we don't like to say the truth to one another. We keep empowering, covering nonsense. Why somebody else is dying? If your mother, if a mother is bad, yeah. What's the question? Yeah, let me finish. If a mother, for example, if the mother call other siblings and say, she does this, she does it, they already know that mama is troublesome. Why can't you all have a fight? She has daughters, right? Will she be happy if another mother go and treat her daughter that way? The daughter that will be supporting the misbehavior of her mother, that all of you know, as Uncle Ben say, she will know she's wrong, but they will take her back. Why? Why? That's the reason why Africa does not go forward. Because we see bad in front and say, it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. No. If I love you, I have to be able to correct you. If you're my mother, you cannot treat my brother's wife as trash because you're my mother. No. I'm also a wife. And most women that do that are women that have been treated badly, and they feel like it's normal. They have to carry it from generation to generation. I mean, myself, they treat me like that. I took it. I didn't say anything. They pour water on my head. They did this. I accepted it. So she had to accept it. No. We have to stop the nonsense. We have to grow to know that, okay, I'm a mother-in-law. I'm a mother. If I love my son, I should love his wife. I should treat her like my own daughter. I bet you that mother, her daughter cannot cook and she throw away the food. She cannot do that. She will call the daughter and tell her, my daughter, she will be so nice. But because it's somebody else shy, in Africa, we have that bad habit to say, my daughter is my daughter. My daughter-in-law is not my daughter. So you can treat somebody else like trash because the person did not come from your womb. And you both say we should support because it's mother-in-law? What evil? A mother-in-law is a mother.
Thank you, Miss.
The way you want people to treat your daughter, you should behave the same way. And people should stop empowering evil, wicked mother-in-law because they are mothers. No, put them at their place. Say, mama, if you don't want to go and stay peacefully in your children's house, stay in your husband's house. Don't go there and display wickedness and pretend to cry on the phone and call the whole generation that cannot even tell you, mama, you're wicked. Stop it. Will you be happy if you call me and say, mama, will you be happy if you do it to your daughter? And also, it's upbringing. I will say it is upbringing. People are used to empowering evil doings, even with their siblings at home. They don't know how to tell the sibling, hey, I've done wrong. They'll back them up. After all, it's my sibling. After all, it's my blood. Wickedness in high places. People should die. But the Bible says, if you see your brother doing wrong, you don't correct him, he will die. But his blood God will ask you of his blood. We should learn to see bad and say it's evil at all levels. Your father, your mother, your sister, you should say the truth at all time. It's not because it's my husband that my mother will talk to him anyhow. And my mother, who is his mother, he cannot go and help me, mama, I know I'm your son. But you see, this way you did is not good. I didn't like it. Please don't offend me next time. Mama will say, my son, sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to offend you. I did it because between the mother and son relationship, they will find an agreement. They will continue their relationship. Because my relationship with my mom is different from her relationship with her son. It's up to them to create that relationship. If my mother-in-law does something, I have to be able to tell her that, mama, I was not happy. The same way I would talk to my mother, I should be able to talk like that to the mother-in-law. If not, what manner of fake life, of hypocrisy, of witchcraft people want to organize? I'm not for it, though. I'm not for it.
Okay. Thank you, sister. I hear you. Sibi was gonna say something. Sibi, do you still want to go ahead and say something? And we're gonna be wrapping up
Actually, it
in a
was a
moment.
question. Yes,
Yes.
it was a question. I wanted
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Ben to answer that question, but he's no longer in the studio, as I can see. I don't know if Luke can help.
Maybe Luke can
Wanted
answer.
a man
It's
to
a
actually.
guy.
Yes, yes. Look, for example, where because let me say this, I've always been of the opinion that if your mom is doing something wrong, it should be you that should talk to her just before Uncle Ben came and established all of that. I believe if my mom is doing something wrong, I should be the one to talk to her, not my husband, because like it or not, I have lived decades with my mom. I've spent more time with her. So even if I offend her, she'll forgive me. But it's kind of hard when it's your spouse's parents, mother. It's hard. Let's be honest, because
It is.
this is
It is.
reality. Make it the wrong way. It's just like for example, now I can tell my mom, "Mommy, make me pepper soup, please, and make it spicy." I can be all
Mm-hmm.
controlling, or no, sorry, authoritative. That's what I'm using, and my mom will
Mm.
not take it to heart. But if I speak to my mother-in-law with that tone, she'll be like, "What is wrong with this one? First of all, you're asking me to cook for you, and then you're telling me how spicy you want. You know all of that." So that's why I say, um, here, this brings me to my question. Look, let's say in this situation now, the wife, she stays calmly till her husband comes back. She doesn't confront the mother-in-law because, like it or not, there are some women that will actually stay that calm. They wait until their husband comes back and be like, "This is what Mama did that I did not like." And then let's assume that the man is the kind of weak man who cannot go and talk to his mom and say, "Okay, mom, please, we need boundaries here. You don't do this. You don't treat my wife like this." What if the guy does not do that? What should the woman do? Because at the end of the day, she's a human being, and if she marries a man that cannot stick up for her or defend her and protect her, because this is where protection comes in. It's not just to say you are a man and a husband. Husbands are supposed to protect their wives. So what if he doesn't protect her? Maybe after explaining the whole situation to him, he just says something like, "You know what, I'm tired. I just want to go to bed. Just forget about it."
All
You
right.
know, there are some men that are very insensitive like that.
That was a question for
Yes.
Luke, right?
So
Okay.
yes, yes. Or any other man in the comment section. You guys can answer the
So
question.
Luke,
What should
what
the
if
wife
the
do at
woman,
that instance?
yeah, like if she bypass the mother-in-law and goes to her husband and the husband doesn't address the situation,
I
right?
believe,
Yes, thank you for
I
the
believe,
response.
I believe Boss Beno has spoken intently on this issue. The woman has no right to attack the mother-in-law. You should face the husband. You should face the husband. The husband too said he loves the wife. So if you love your wife, you will listen to her, even though she keeps coming,
No, no, look,
telling you,
you're not answering.
Uncle
I
I'm
Uncle
said
Beno is
I'm talking
back. I
about
believe he came
men
back to
that do not.
answer.
Okay, Uncle Ben, I'm talking about men who do not address the situation. They just act like nothing is wrong. They don't want to address the situation. What should the woman do?
that's what I'm saying.
That's the
I said
question.
the man one day must address it. The man one day must address it because he
One
loves
day.
his wife and does not like the wife coming like that.
So one day.
Coming,
No, no,
Un-
no. Look,
Uncle
you're not
Beno, you
answering
want
my
to answer
question. No,
Sibi's question?
no, you're not answering my question. Look,
I'm
we are.
answering it because if I love my wife, I put her out of the house.
No,
That's the one
look,
I'm going to say.
that's
I
you.
can't put her
That's
out of
you.
the
You will
house.
address it. There
So
are men
we,
who will not address it. I'm talking about the men
Because they don't
who
want
will, because these
confrontation with
things
their mom.
happen.
Yeah,
Yes, they will not
yeah.
address it. So what should the wife do? Because she's already come about the whole
me,
situation. She has.
like
She
me, I
chose
can't speak
not
for
to,
that man.
confront.
I can't speak for that man. I will speak for myself and the man on this issue. The
No,
man should
no, Uncle
listen
Luke,
out.
Uncle Luke, you are a
You're
problem
not
solver.
understanding my question.
Wait
Yeah, but
now,
Uncle
You're not
Your
Beno
I
is
understanding.
sister,
think
back.
your sister tell
they talk.
you her husband disregard what the mother is doing to her over and over. Advise your sister, what does she have to do? You will address the issue, but she's married to a man that refused to address the actions of his mom. Now, what will you tell your sister to do, to keep suffering?
Talk
Until
to the
one
man.
day when
Talk to
she
your
gets the
husband.
man we address
Talk to
it.
your husband. You are married for life. Talk to your husband. Period.
You are
Don't
not
try to
married for life. I'm sorry.
Okay,
don't try to coerce me
Uncle Beno has to
and
go, guys.
give
I'm
me
pretty sure
answer.
he want to chip in
Don't
something.
try to
And
coerce bring answer, Mr.
okay,
Ellis. Talk to your
uh,
husband.
Uncle
Yeah,
Beno, are
thank
you
you.
here? Yeah,
Thank you, Michelle. Can you hear me?
yes, sir.
Yeah, Simbi asked a very good question. And in fact, I don't have like statistical data, but going by the subjective data that we have, I can tell you that almost 80% of men will not even address the issue. So Simbi is right. There are a lot of
Mhm.
men that even when the wife take the high road, calm down, tell them have frustration, a lot of them will say they won't address it. Some of them they will just go and talk to their mommy, what you're doing is not okay with my wife, or they won't even know how to put it down in a way that the mom will realize this is not the problem of the wife, but rather the problem is with them themselves. So a lot of men will not address it. But here is what I can suggest that women should do in that situation. For me, confrontation is a no-no unless the mama, in fact, if you want to keep your marriage, to me, confrontation is not the way to go. The person you have to face squarely is your husband. And there are so many things you can do in that situation. For me, I would recommend number one, you stop doing what you are doing in the house. The husband got to know that there is fire on the mountain. I don't know. Are you guys still hearing me now?
Yes.
I hear you loud and
No.
clear.
Yes, Uncle Ben.
Number one, I would recommend to the woman, if you keep telling your husband he's not doing anything and mama is still going ganga,
That's you keep telling me.
stop doing whatever you are doing in the house. Don't even cook. If you want to cook, cook for only your children. Bone mama, bone your husband, bone everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But don't confront mama. Why I'm recommending don't confront mama is that a man who don't know that he's supposed to respect you and protect you as a wife, when you confront the man will only like equip himself with more ammunition to now attack you, to say you are a disgraceful wife. He won't talk about what your mommy or what his mom has been doing to frustrate you in the house. He will now focus on your actions. Are you getting my point now? So
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes,
just
sir.
cut off everything first. All the things you used to do, don't do it. Then the man will start feeling the pressure. The mama said, shebi mama see soup where you cook, now you see soup throw away. Now soup no even day. Lock your kitchen up. Show attitude. I am 100% behind you with all that. Because the man failed to do what he was supposed to do. Gradually, it will become a fight between you and your husband. Even the mama self go come take him eye, come dey see say, Omo, e be like say, na me don dey cause trouble for this marriage. The husband will start feeling the fire. When he goes to work, he comes back. The peaceful home he thought he was coming back to is no longer a peaceful home. His brain go begin reset by fire by force. And then if he has sister, he has brother, you can now start calling them and telling them what you are dealing with in the house. But a man that failed to know that as a wife, he owes you a respect first and foremost as his wife. And then he knows that his primary duty is to protect you. That's number one. If he can't talk to his
Mm-hmm.
mom, he can't bring the situation under control. Make it a battle between you and him.
On him, yes.
Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
It become a struggle. Go all the way up. Anyhow it won't be. If anything won't scatter, make it scatter. Make it you and the man. Because I will tell the same thing to a man. If your mother-in-law comes to your place and you are having trouble, your wife is the one you have to talk to. And if the mama continue, by the time you even don't even greet the mama. You wake up in the morning, you just walk past her and see nobody is there. She's not existing. Nobody go tell her. Even the mama self go waka by fast. Only I go say, I want to dey go. I don't want. I can't stay in this house. Your wife doesn't greet me. She doesn't even do anything. You know talk. It's not everything you confront. When you confront the mother-in-law, they will simply turn it around, and you will now be the bad one in African context. So that's my take. Do whatever you want, deal with your husband. And I believe Michelle too can chip in her own idea here, but that's what I will recommend.
Uncle Ben,
Whatever you want
thank
to do,
you. Thank you.
don't abuse the mama, don't attack the mama, don't talk to the mama, because the mama is already manipulative, and your
Thank you,
husband
Mr.
himself
Beno.
is a stupid
Yeah.
man that don't know what he's doing. Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you, Mr. Beno. Thank you so much. Guys, we're gonna wrap
Thank
up.
you, Uncle Beno. Yes.
Maybe we need to do a part 2 of this. But what I'm gonna say is that, like, let's give an advice to this man. Like, here is the issue. We went back and forth trying to understand and come the issue through. But if I'm gonna give some practical step to this guy, I would tell him that, I mean, the Bible says to find peace with everyone as long as it depends on you. Seek peace. So I would say that find a way to talk to your wife. Mama is just there to visit for a little bit. Find a way to talk to your wife. Take her out. Promise her something that she loves. But hey, why is it that nobody is saying that this woman is kind of stubborn? Mama doesn't want you to wear like a nude to go to the kitchen with. You're not gonna die if you put on some clothes. Really, you're not gonna die. Why don't you just do it for the sake of peace? Like me, the husband, or if the husband is my brother, I would tell him to find a way to make his wife see reason. He's gonna live with that wife forever. Mama is just there for a little bit of time. And wisdom wants you to kind of change the way you behave to accommodate the people around you. That's my take. It wouldn't kill you
Yes.
to put a little bit
Compromise.
more clothes. It will not kill you. So the wife, you, the husband, if you're listening to me, find a way to talk to your wife and help her be more adaptable, flexible for the sake of peace. All right. That was my final advice
Uh,
for that guy. Anyone?
Michelle,
Yeah.
can I quickly say something to back up what you said?
Yes, sir.
You see, in my personal life, me and my wife, our approach is simple, and we applied it to everybody who are external family members. If you are coming to visit, me and my wife we will first agree how long is this person going to stay.
Mm.
That's the number one thing we consider first. How long is this person going to stay? Okay, when this person comes, how is their behavior? What do they do? How do they react? Are you getting my point now?
Yeah.
So, in my own home, and the same advice I'll give to that guy, your home is a home for you and your wife, not a home for you and your wife and your mother-in-law or your own mama self. But your mother-in-law, as they are still part of your family, they will always come around. But when they come around, it is either you people have rated the mother-in-law character as being impossible. This mama no go change. She will always behave like this. Okay, is she coming to stay for 2 months? Let us just pretend for the 2 months she come, make she carry our wahala, they go.
Thank you.
That is just our approach. And
Mhm.
both on her side, on my side, is the same thing. And when anybody that comes, depending on which part of the family the person is coming, if it's from my family, me, I go down already tell them, come, as you come like this, see how we do here. I will state it categorically. If you no pay you, no even bother to come. And if on her side, she will do the same thing. And if the person come, the person is constituting problem, the two of us go even they laugh about it. We'll just be like, okay, what we gonna do? How this person go take go? We will both collectively work on how we go take remove that person from our environment. So my advice to that guy is that your mom is doing too much. She's occupying your wife's space. If your wife like make it naked waka inside her house, go cook. Now how she did. And if the wife can adjust, just like Michelle said, just for a little bit of time, just adjust, make wahala, just avoid trouble. Because I used to say this about marriage. From the moment you both sign the dotted line that we are married, it now becomes your job to make sure that marriage exists, that you are both in that marriage for the longest. It's not just the wife's duty or the husband's duty. You are both working together to keep the home front. So you have to become one unit and speak in one voice. That's my take. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Beno. Okay, look, what is your final advice to the guy?
The guy should talk to his mom. All I would
Okay.
say, should talk to his mom, and also talk to his wife to calm down and find a way to balance it.
Okay. What about you, Miss Elise? Let's say this is your brother. What is your final advice to him? Some step that few steps that he can take to bring that peace. Is Miss Elise here? We have
Can you hear me? Can you all
yes,
hear me?
yes.
Yeah, can you remove I'm two? Can you remove one of them? Okay, can you all hear me now?
Oh yeah, okay. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, the Bible says face the devil and he will flee away from you. Husband and wife have to face their mama and put her in her place. You cannot marry a woman you cannot protect or defend. If you love your mother and you don't want to love another woman more than your mother, stay single. I am not in support of women suffering in their matrimonial home because of evil mother-in-law. No. Mother, if you are an evil mother-in-law and you're listening to me, change or go for deliverance. Go to mountain of fire, they'll remove the demon in you. You cannot be treating people's children like trash just because you're born man. No. Remember, the same treatment you give to somebody's daughter, they will do times three to your children. So if I'm the man, if I'm is my bro, if it's somebody I know, I'll tell him, your mother have overstayed her welcome. Let her go to her husband's house and go and do that gra gra and leave you guys in peace. After all, what God has joined together, let nobody separate. Mother-in-law with your trouble, you stay in your husband's house, we come and visit you there. We don't want Wahala in our home. That's it.
All right. Thank you, Miss Elise. Sibi, final advice to our guy.
Just like Luke said, let him speak with the mother and then set clear boundaries, like Karen is saying here. Speak to your mother, set
All right. Thank
apologize
you,
to
guys.
your wife,
Uh-huh.
especially if she did not confront your mother. Apologize to your wife, you know. Don't just say you're sorry, buy her gift. You know what she likes. Press that button that makes her, you go. So
Yep.
just do your thing and then try and make peace between your wife and your mother. Because if both of them uh if both of them don't make peace, you still be the one to suffer it at the end of the day. So the first step is to speak to your mom. Speak to your mom, then apologize to your wife. And then if you see that your mom is being adamant or being stubborn, she has to leave. I'm sorry, but she has to leave. If after speaking with your mom, she's adamant, that's why you're a man. She has to leave because that marriage is between you and your wife. I think when it comes to Africa, extended families are a little bit, as in, too involved, and I don't like that. Personally, I like my personal space. Even as a single lady right now, there's a way you come into my room and I'm already feeling tired just seeing you around. I'm an introvert. I might be very outspoken when I'm in public, but I'm an introvert. I like my personal space. So I don't want to be in my bedroom with my husband and maybe we're about to make out and my mother-in-law just, hey, sorry, oh, hey, I don't know that if I'm doing something, hey, sorry, oh, hey, okay, let me go. I need grandchildren. It's awkward. I'll just be turned off and I'm going to hold that coochie for the next 1 month so that my husband will adjust. Just like Uncle Ben said, I will put all the heat on him. That will, okay, you know what, mom? I've not seen my wife. I mean, I have not enjoyed my wife for the past 1 week. Please, you need to leave. That'll be his decision, not mine. So I don't like to get confrontational with any in-law. That's why I said I want a man who is matured enough to know that he is supposed to respect and protect me, like Uncle Ben said. I don't want to have to address an issue. I want you to be the one to address it. Same thing when if it's my mother, I'm not going to my mom. I'm going to mom. No, my husband doesn't like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I can still
Yeah.
say my man won't here. Oh yeah, you too. Carry your bag, go because yes, that's my husband. So that's my take on the issue. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. Everyone has been wonderful. And I hope that this has helped someone. A lot of people struggle with in-laws. Hopefully, but you know, I'm for peace. I am for peace. And I really hope that you establish the peace that you need back in your house and that you proceed wisely. Thank you, Miss Elise. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, CB. Thank you, everyone in the comment section. Continue to like and comment if you ever come across this live. God bless every single one of you. Bye. I'll see you next time.
Imagine a world where borders are no barriers to love. Welcome to African Abroad Date, a platform for Africans living in the US, Canada, Europe, Australia, and beyond seeking meaningful connections. We've been in the business of love for over 5 years, helping millions find their match. We offer a community where you can search for potential partners based on location, profession, and more. Our profiles are verified, and we provide options to maintain your privacy. Our mission: to help you find lasting love no matter where you are. Sign up today at www.africanabroaddate.com. Bid loneliness goodbye. Let love cross borders, because with African Abroad Date, you're never alone.